Good evening, all, and welcome to our latest edition of Big Game Players with myself, Super, and my co-host, Banjo.
Good evening, everyone. How you doing, Super?
Yeah, really good, Banjo. How about you?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. All good. All good.
Madrid for you this weekend?
Yeah, I was at the Bernabeu, the Santiago Bernabeu, but
How was that?
yeah, it was great. It wasn't watching football. I was there for the NFL. So
Good
yeah, really
stadium?
good. Yeah, fantastic. Great stadium. I've been before, but first time I've been since obviously they've redone it up. So yeah, lovely. Had a great weekend. Back here now.
Back to reality.
Back to
No Rude
reality.
tonight. No Dr. Rude tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He's had a family bereavement. So, yeah, our best wishes with
Yeah,
Dr. Rue.
best wishes to
And
Dr.
may God
and his
rest the
family.
soul of the deceased family member. And yeah, wishing you the best, Dr. Rue.
Yeah. Wishing you the best, Dr.
And your
Ruby.
family.
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
on the plus side, the listeners don't get to listen to his shit today.
Jesus.
Well,
Bloody hell. Give the guy a break.
I don't know. I mean, his fence sitting, I don't think anyone later on, but for the last part of our show is going to miss his predictions. That's for sure. Um, so I think if someone had followed those to a pound level stake, they'd probably be about 50 quid down by now. But yeah, okay, but yeah. Right, Banjo, let's start tonight.
Yeah.
So, been no Premiership football
Nope.
or Championship.
Nope.
Straight into obviously international break
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
We were talking about this just off air, weren't we? And we were saying how we don't follow it. Once upon a time, we might have maybe followed it a bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it doesn't help when teams like England have already qualified. But the best bit about this weekend, the international football, is it's the last one until March. That's the best thing because I certainly don't enjoy it. Maybe we're sport with the Premier League and
What do you
everything
not
else.
like?
But
I mean, look,
um,
there's only let's look at some of these stats and facts. And look, there is some excitement. I won't belittle it
no, there
totally.
is. Yeah.
I'm not in internationals, and I haven't watched anything. I might have watched 15 minutes of the England game, at the weekend.
Yeah.
So
15 minutes more than me.
England
Yeah.
qualified, I believe, without conceding a goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've played the
Won all
worst
the,
teams. They haven't played a team, I heard today. They haven't played any team ranked higher than 20 in the world.
yeah.
And they're lining up some friendlies before the World Cup with insignificant teams again. How's that
But
going to
this
help?
is, I think that's why I can't be up for it. I can't get, when I watch a game of football, I want to see a game of football. I want to see two teams go at it. Okay, well, obviously, it's not always the case, but you want to see, England's going to beat. Who did they play? Armenia? No, that was
Albania,
Portugal.
I believe, yesterday.
Albania, sorry. Come on. Well, that's not going to. I don't know. I don't. It's just not for me. It just doesn't do it for me. If I'm honest. Like, well done. Glad they're through. I enjoy the tournament football. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy the tournament football. I enjoy the World Cups. Enjoy the Euros. But yeah, I can't get up for these games. Just doesn't do it
Well,
for
I mean,
me.
interestingly, I was having a little look earlier today, um, and I was looking at some of these let's look at some of these groups actually while we're here now. And when we look at it, so we look at I don't know. Let's start with Group A here. Germany playing Slovakia tonight in a shoot off for first place. One's guaranteed to be in the playoffs. The other one, well, Germany 2 up already actually, as we speak.
Playing at home, aren't they?
Yeah. Then you've got Switzerland topping that. Look, and you granted second place in that group. You've got Kosovo.
Yeah. Okay. There's
So
jeopardy in the game. I'm not disputing that. But will I finish work, for example, and think I'm looking forward to watching that
I
Switzerland
guess
and
what I'm
Kosovo?
saying, some of these nations maybe are rising over time. Because the other one, interestingly, that I saw when I was looking through these groups earlier, I saw that Faroe Islands were sitting in sort of third place in their group.
They couldn't even score a goal back in the day.
Couldn't score a goal, exactly. And now they're sitting in third place in their group behind Croatia and Czechoslovakia, which is no shame in
Czech
that.
Republic.
But then you have got Gibraltar sitting there on 0 points from 8 games. You've got Andorra sitting there with 1 point. You've got Liechtenstein sitting there with 0 points. Moldova 1 point. San Marino 0 points.
So what's your point?
Lithuania 3 points. I mean, how are you going to get up for watching the...
Exactly.
How can a fan get up for watching...
I suppose if you're a fan of the smaller countries, maybe, and every game that country plays is going to be a difficult, tough game. You might be up for it, especially the difference with us is we live in England. We're exposed to the Premier League. That's our league here. So we watch that week in, week out, and the excitement which goes with that, and the interest is just huge. And a lot of the teams that we may support will be involved in the European competitions as well. So there's that excitement there, and there's this and that. But I guess if you're in a smaller country or a country not as strong as England at football, and haven't got a league as strong as this, you might still look forward to the international games. But like you say, England qualified easily, and they were qualified before the weekend. So how can you be up for that game, for any of those games?
I mean, if I rewind a little bit a while ago, it's a good point you make there, Banjo. But if I rewind a little while ago, I've been saying for a while, why don't they put these small nations in a group, and maybe the one that gets the most points can join the big boys?
Yeah, you could do it like that. But what are you saying? The big boys qualify regardless?
I'm not saying they qualify regardless, but I think they've made the tournament too big as well. They've gone to 32 teams.
Well, this is the problem. Because I remember in my being a kid, the group stages of the World Cup.
24 teams, I believe.
Yeah, 24 teams qualifying for the World Cup, and the group stages beforehand to qualify for the World Cup. I think they were stronger. I'm sure they were stronger. So yeah, bigger games, better games, and the friendlies mattered a little bit more back then as well, I think. But it's. I think there is I think FIFA has acknowledged, or is it UEFA? They've acknowledged there's an issue because I think they're going to revamp it next year, I'm not sure if it's next year. Sorry, the next qualifying. I don't know. I can't tell you exactly what they're going to do. I didn't take too much notice, if I'm honest. But I think they're going to make something, because I think they are aware that people's enthusiasm isn't there. Because as well, you have to remember that they sell the broadcasting rights for all this as well. They're not getting
some countries
sponsorships
that didn't make it though. So Hungary didn't make this one.
Yeah. Did they make the last one?
Szoboszlai was in the news, was he?
Yeah. What was all that about? I was doing this crying thing, and then half an hour later, he was actually crying himself. I mean,
maybe he's feeling a bit teary.
I mean, if we doing Chump of the Week, he gets it.
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Are we doing that?
I'm sure.
But, he's a chump.
Serbia also not making it.
Yeah.
The odd one, Sweden. Now, they're on their group with 1 point, but apparently because they had a successful Nations League, they're going to be in the playoffs.
So does that mean whatever they did in this qualifying group, they were at least going to be guaranteed a playoff place?
Sounds like it. Well, they've got 1 point.
Maybe that's why they've got 1 point.
Unless
they already didn't.
I mean, I don't know how it works. Unless there were teams that, if so and so doesn't make it in the top two, then they get to go to the playoff. I don't know. I don't know is the answer, but
yeah, I don't know. But it just goes to show that actually there is some reward for doing well in the Nations League. So,
and then Cameroon not making it.
Yeah, Cameroon,
Nigeria.
Yeah, well, Nigeria went in the last one. I'm quite sure of that. So I don't think they've been in a good place for a while, Nigeria.
Italy
But
only making the playoffs.
yeah, they got. Well, listen, I'll tell you something. That kind of gone down well. That result in Italy, losing 4-1 at home to Norway.
Haaland at the double.
Yeah, well, what do you expect?
Is it,
But
is it
that
just
kind of.
re-emphasising what we were saying last week about strikers at the moment, and you know, being maybe on another level?
Oh, him, of course, of course. He can't be touched at the moment. Can't be touched. He's in unbelievable form. He might not even be form, but it's
30,
just unbelievable.
33 goals this season.
Are you telling me he's got 33 goals since the season started?
That's what I'm being told. International, and in the league, and for club.
It's mid November.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
yeah. That's what I'm led to believe. 33 goals, unless one of our listeners, wants to tell us
Absolute
anything different. But
machine.
my understanding is this guy's got 33
How's that even
goals.
possible? How many games has he played?
Well, how many of Man City? Man City have played 11. They must have played a few cup
European
games, and
games?
they must have played some Champions League games, 3, 4. He must have played about 15, 16 goals for club, maybe another 3 or 4 for country.
Unbelievable.
Has he got some hat
Ridiculous.
tricks in
Brilliant.
there?
Sorry?
He's got hat tricks in there. He's certainly got twos
Oh, of
in
course he has.
a few
An
games.
absolute monster at the moment. Brilliant. But that's a strange result for Italy, isn't it?
Well, let's have
4-1
a
at
look at
home.
this.
That kind of gone down well.
Who's in charge of Italy these days? He's going to be under fire.
I don't know. It's not Mancini, is it?
No,
No, it's not.
no.
Of course not. Is it Gattuso? It's Gattuso, isn't it?
Well, it doesn't surprise. Now you've said that it is him, and that doesn't surprise me at all, Banjo, because he's a fast. I don't know what he's doing in managing
Yeah,
a
it's
country.
Gattuso.
Well, say no more.
Yeah. Well,
Say no more.
does he get the playoffs? That'll be interesting.
Up in the playoffs. Yeah, they're in the playoffs, and we'll see who they get there, and where they go from there. But they missed the last World Cup, I believe. So there'll be a lot of
Yeah.
pressure there.
Well, this is the argument going back to this is the counter argument going back to what you were saying earlier that the little teams should play each other and then the big teams
No,
almost
no, I'm not saying the
automatically
little
go
teams. I'm,
because
I'm, I'm saying the real little teams. I'm not talking about your Norways. Norway for me have got a part. Denmark.
you're talking
I'm
about
not talking about your Norways and
I know what you're
Denmarks.
talking about. Yeah.
I think they should legitimately be fine. These are countries.
What you're really talking about is the minnows.
Yes,
Yeah, I've got no argument with that.
I can't see
There
how.
should be a ranking. If you're below that ranking,
Yeah,
yeah,
but we come on to the coming week. Back to Premiership this weekend.
let's go.
And like you said, a big stint now. This is 4 months now, November to March. So we've got a 4 month stint, no internationals. I don't know if they're doing a small winter break, but that's only a couple of weeks generally. And this is not the business end of the season because that's obviously the end.
But this is a big chunk of the season.
This is where it happens, right?
Yeah.
This
Especially
4 month chunk is
yeah.
where you know where you're at. By the end of the 4 months, you're either by that time
You
still in some
know what your challenge is.
You know what
your
you're
challenge is.
correct. You know what you're all these teams now because it's all quite cluttered there. And then at the end of these 4 months, so
Lots of games.
let's
We should
start.
have a Christmas.
Let's start with some of the big ones of the weekend. Well, if we're looking at this sensibly, they don't come bigger than the North London Derby this weekend.
Yeah, that's on Sunday, isn't it?
I
Sunday,
believe that's
half
on
past
Sunday.
4 at the Emirates, I believe. Yep. So,
Is it the 4:30 game? Yeah, 4:30.
yeah, it is.
4:30 game. Arsenal v Spurs.
Yes.
Without
At the
going through
Emirates.
the predictions, which we're going to do later on, What does this game symbolise? Is it a
Um,
rivalry? Come on, I mean, Spurs have been in
of course, it's a
Arsenal's.
rivalry. Yeah, but it's not just it's
Is
not
it a
just.
true rivalry? Come on, Banjo. I know it's a derby, and I know people will argue.
Well,
People will argue
of course,
you're a Liverpool fan, he's a United fan. You don't
of
understand,
course
and
it's a derby. Of course it's a rivalry. They don't
it's a
like each
derby.
other. So the two big clubs in North London,
Are Arsenal that worried about Spurs at the moment?
as a team, maybe not.
They haven't won anything for
But
40 years. What what makes it a rivalry?
yeah, maybe it's not been much rivalry on the pitch in terms of or rivalry or going head to head trying to win trophies or anything like that. Maybe that's not really been the case. But as two big clubs, both very big clubs, with big fan bases, both in North London, not too far away. That's a rivalry. Of course it is. They don't like each other.
Look, I know it's a derby. I know that. I get that part, and what have you not?
No, but okay.
But
Then it's not so much a rivalry on the pitch as it. Well, I remember when I was a kid, it was.
it's like looking at Liverpool v Everton. That's. I'm sure
Yeah,
in
but
the
once,
eighties, in the
no, in the
eighties, that was a
eighties, they
big
were the two
rivalry.
best. Yeah, of
Yeah, they were
course.
two of the best teams. That was a big rivalry. But in the last 20 years, I don't think Liverpool are looking at Everton, 30 even. I don't think
Yeah, but you
Liverpool are
can
looking
say
at
this.
Everton thinking, oh, yeah, it's a derby.
But you
Derby
can
day
say the
comes and
same.
goes, and
You can
there's a
say the
bit of
same.
like, what's the
You can
word I'm
say the
looking
same.
for winning?
But you can say the same with
Bragging
how United.
rights.
Yeah, but you can say how it was with United and City going all those years before City emerged, and now City's emerged. Okay, we can call it a rivalry. We beat them in the cup final last week, yeah, but we haven't been much of a challenge for them in the last 5 6 years. That's not how it is. It's not always about that. It's not always about that. It's bragging rights. It's bragging rights for
Yeah, the bragging rights I get. The bragging
yeah.
rights I get. But okay, well, look, that game will take place at the weekend.
I think
It's
taking the
interesting.
rivalry aside, big game for Arsenal. Obviously, Spurs will be up for it. Spurs seem to be better away than they are at home. So it's an interesting game because City's creeping up. They're creeping up, getting closer to Arsenal. Has Arsenal got that resolve? Can they go? Can they get the 3 points there and just keep their focus? Or will Spurs? Can Spurs surprise them? As we said, like at the end of the day, Spurs they need to turn it. They've not been the best in the last month or so. So with their away record, though, they you never know what could happen. You never know what could happen. It's a very, very interesting game for both clubs. I don't think it's a formality. Arsenal is the better side, but I don't think it's a formality.
You don't think so? This could be a close game, you're saying, you think, at the weekend?
I think it will be a close game. I think
Okay.
it will be a close game. I expect Arsenal to win, of
Well, me,
course.
you, and Rue, we were speaking last week, and we were talking about, what spin could we do this week? We potentially spoke about having an Arsenal or Spurs fan on the show.
Yeah.
We also maybe spoke about, and by the way, put yourselves forward. If there's anyone out there that thinks they want to come on the show and talk about their team, any team in the country, put your name forward.
Yeah.
We're quite open to having people on the show. Um, Come and call Dr. Rue's bullshit out. 100%.
Might be calling you out.
No one will be calling me out. No, no one would.
Maybe they might want to come on the pod just to call you out.
No one will be that brave to come on here and try and sort of, tell me something like, because they know that they'll be shot down. They'll be gunned down in no time. Like
Oh wow.
Dr. Rue is week in, week out. And yourself at times. But
Oh wow.
we're speaking about
It's
that.
got it on
But
me.
the other thing we spoke about, we spoke about at one stage doing a best Premiership 11. And
No, I mean, that was just going to turn into carnage, wasn't it?
well, it wasn't. There was barely any Spurs players we'd have in it.
Oh, what do you mean between Arsenal and Spurs?
Yeah.
Yeah, we looked at that. We thought we could do best 11, if we amalgamate both teams. But then we realised it might all be 1 to 11 Arsenal.
I mean,
And we thought that's not going to make much of a show, is it?
however, all right. But to be fair to Spurs, some of the names we did come up with,
Van de Ven might get.
Gareth Bale, we spoke about.
Oh yeah.
Modric, I
Oh,
think.
we were talking about the best ever. Oh yeah, of course we were. Yeah, no, we could.
Bale,
Yeah,
Modric, these were players.
Bale,
But even
Modric. Harry
Modric, I
Kane
don't
might get
know.
a shout. Harry Kane might get a shout. Of course he does.
Harry Kane. But they're
We
now
said
going to be
Sol
coming at you
Campbell.
with Henry's,
Sol
Bergkamp.
Campbell gets a shout for Spurs.
But well, who's Sol Campbell playing for? Who's he representing?
Well, he might have to represent Spurs because Arsenal's had some good defenders as well. You might argue. I don't know. You might say something like, I don't know, Tony Adams and God knows who else. But
What's your
no,
so going back to it? No, I want to talk about that actually.
yeah.
Let's come on to that subject for a while. Sol Campbell, was that the in Premiership era? Is that the biggest act of traitorism?
Treachery. See, doesn't bother me either way. He's Spurs and Arsenal, but that is the worst.
It is the worst.
It
in
is
football.
the worst. It's the worst for a few reasons. Because to start with, he grew up in the academy of youth teams or whatever it was. They absolutely loved him. He became captain of the side.
Yeah.
Then he was going off on a free, which he had already declared that he's going to sign for Spurs again. He's going to renew his contract. Now, Sol Campbell was a top player at the time. I think he could have chosen wherever he wanted to go. Wherever he wanted to go. And he actually chose the biggest rivals up the road.
Well, he didn't have to move house.
I could see it from that point of view. But
kids could go to the same school.
You've got to have some integrity about you as well. Come on, listen. There's some things where you've got to just say.
But doesn't this same guy goad them now?
Yeah, it's just even worse. I think the guy's classless, personally. I do. I know Arsenal fans might disagree with me, but you've got to have something about you. You can't. He did it, but
what other high profiles? Figo obviously went to Barca.
Figo went
from Madrid. Barca to Madrid.
That was another one. But the difference. There was a difference.
Was it the pig's head that was thrown onto the
pig's head for that? Yeah, but there was a difference there. Barcelona received some money for him. Let's not forget about that. Yeah, they got a transfer fee, which was a big one at the time, something like 60 million for back then, those days. I don't know what it was, but Sol Campbell went for nothing. So,
any others that you could think of high profile over the years?
From one club to the other. Which caused trouble.
Come back to it. Let's get our listeners involved.
Look, there's players who've gone. You can talk about Paul Ince going to Liverpool eventually, a couple of years after he left United, but United had an option on him, this and that. But I'm talking about going from one club to the other. But the thing is, Spurs would never have done the deal with Arsenal. He went for free.
Well,
career-wise, trophy-wise,
he went for a better club as well, didn't he, Banjo? Come on, let's.
He went to a better team. Of course, he did. They were challenging, and they ended up. He won.
Were they the Invincibles, or did he?
Yeah, and he won the double there as well. So, professionally, career-wise, yes, but
Champions League final.
Yeah, but
year after.
Didn't win it. Scored, didn't he? But sometimes you just got to fit yourself.
Well, of course he did. They've never won it. So
yeah.
Never
Sometimes you fit yourself. I don't know. There's just certain things you don't do in life. That's one of them. For me, the way he did it, the way it happened, it was just wrong.
Okay. So
your opinion? You haven't given an opinion
of the weekend.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we've got Newcastle, I believe, Man City on the Saturday night.
Newcastle's been in bad form. They've not been doing very well
at home. St James's under the lights. It's 5:30, so there's
City's motoring now. I think it's starting to come together.
What about with this international break there to disrupt?
Nah, I don't think it'll make much difference. See, the difference with City earlier in the season, some people say one-man team like Haaland's, but you can see the rest of the team is all coming together now. They're motoring. They're starting to get it together. So, it's going to be a very, very tough game for Newcastle. I'm not sure it's one they needed, considering that they're two defeats. There is 2 recent defeats, which they didn't play well at all. I'm not sure this is the game they needed off the
Well,
back of that.
tell me about your boys. Who you got
We've
away
got Everton at home
next
on
Monday
Monday.
night?
Next Monday night, yeah.
Okay.
At home, well, listen, our home record's actually been good this season. Only Arsenal's beaten us, and that was the first game of the season. So 5 games unbeaten now. We're getting better and better.
You're quite hopeful at home.
Yeah, at home. Well, listen, I'm expecting us to beat them. I am, but they're good. Sorry,
you're expecting a win. You're saying?
Yeah. Of course I am. I should.
Okay.
I should. But everyone's a good side. They're difficult as well. We all know. David Moyes' team will be very well organised. So I just hope we're not in the game of surprises with United anymore. Had too many of those where you go to games and you're expecting, and then you just think, what the hell's happened here? So,
Brighton and Brentford.
Brentford, interesting game.
The 2 owners were former business partners.
Yeah. Similar.
And Matthew Benham, I believe they were former business partners. So there's a bit of a rivalry there. They obviously went their separate ways.
Brentford surprised us this season, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were to win the game. But then, having said that, Brighton's been very good too. So it should be a good game.
And then my boys at home to Forest. I'm going up there on Saturday.
Yeah. So how are you feeling about that? Now the dust has settled. You've had a week off. No doubt, you probably put it to the back of your mind. How are you feeling?
We go again on towards 21.
So you actually thinking you're in the title race now?
We're never out of it.
Jesus, God knows. Where's Dr. Roo?
What do I think we're
Someone needs to call you out on this crap.
Do I think we're in it? I never thought we were out of it.
Yes, you did. You were saying that ship has sailed and everything. Could probably pull up about 4 or 5 quotes.
I bet Dr. Roo's going to go on a hunt, but I didn't say we're out.
Yes, you did. You said, well,
Liverpool's going to win it.
We all know that now. Out. I think you did. So you're all of a sudden, you've had a week break, put it to the back of your head, and all of a sudden you think you're back in.
We're optimistic.
Based on what?
What's
happened in this last week?
Why is your glass half empty?
No, I'm going off the bat what you were saying.
I've changed my mind.
What, you've been to training?
You've been to Melwood?
Is it Melwood? Have you been up there? You've seen, some inside info looking at, how some of them.
I believe the boys are going to come back. They're going to be fired up, fresh to go.
What, the ones who haven't been on international duty? You've had a look at them and you're feeling good?
We're going to be ready. Isaac's ready to go now. And watch Isaac fly. Watch Isaac fly between now and Christmas. I'll tell you.
He's going to fly, man. Was he?
Don't be surprised.
Was he a pilot? Is he got his pilot license or something?
He'll show why
a helicopter.
He's about to show why he's the best striker in the Prem.
But, he ain't the best striker in the Prem. No chance.
What are you going to do? Put some pony-haired guy from up the road ahead of him?
Yes. Yeah, I would. No, honestly, on a serious note, you listen. Sean Dyche has organised that team.
No, he has, but no, I'm.
You're at home, innit? You're at home.
We're going to go on a little run now. We at home generally we've played well at home. Even I was laughing actually because Real Madrid. I saw a quote and some ex-player or some said they thought they were going to go to Liverpool and have an easy game. They are crazy.
No.
There are no easy games. You go to Anfield and what have you not. So
I think that would be silly. I think,
But look, we do struggle a bit with these afternoon games. The atmosphere isn't always as buoyant as it should be, especially with games that we're expected to win.
Maybe, yeah, but this is a bit different now. You've been on the atmosphere against Forest might be slightly different because you're not expected to win, maybe as much as you are expected to win. But you know what I mean. The confidence won't be fully there from the Anfield crowd. So you don't know. Sean Dyche will make it difficult. He's probably been working on it all week, preparing. But yeah, of course, you expect Liverpool to win. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as you think.
Nothing's easy in life, Banjo. Nothing's easy. Banjo, let's look at some predictions. Like I said, good thing Rue's not about because he normally spoils this part.
What happens though? Because he's not playing this week.
We'll let him have the average or something. I don't know. Or we'll let him have the average of his scores so far. But I don't know. Give him 3 points or something. What
Coming
are you
in.
going to do? You're going to set the guy maybe 3 points and away he goes. Three's generous because he very few weeks he's got three or more, is it?
I don't know. All I know is he's behind us.
Sorry?
All I know is he's behind us in predictions.
Behind a lot of people. Right, let's go.
Yeah.
Burnley v Chelsea.
Away win.
Yeah, I will mirror that. Bournemouth West Ham.
Oh, West Ham's picked up. Bournemouth lost 4-0 in the last game. Draw. I'll go for a draw.
Going for a draw.
Mm.
Home win for me.
Okay.
Brighton Brentford.
I'm going to go Brighton. Brentford have been good, but it's mainly been at home, hasn't it? So I'm going to go Brighton. Home win.
I'm going for a draw there.
Okay.
Fulham Sunderland.
Away win.
Away win.
No, I'll go for a draw. I'll go for a draw.
Going for a draw.
Yeah. Fulham's not been great though this season. I'll go for a draw.
I will go for a home win, actually.
Fulham to beat Sunderland.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. Liverpool Forest.
Home win.
Yeah, home win. On the way to 21.
21 what?
What?
21 what?
21.
21.
Wolves v Palace.
Away win.
Away win.
Rob Edwards' first game.
I'm going to go for a draw.
Nah, not for me.
Newcastle City.
Away win.
I believe so too. And then on the Sunday, we've got Leeds Villa.
Away win.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be with you on that away win. Arsenal Spurs.
Home win. I think it's going to be a tight game, but Arsenal will nick it.
I'm going for a draw.
Really?
I think Spurs can nick something there.
They can. They can. But I think I'm going with Arsenal.
And Man U Everton.
Home win.
Draw.
Oh wow! Could you just never ever say that we're going to win it? Can you?
I did.
I think you've ever predicted us to win a game. That's probably
I
why I've got
predicted
more.
you at
That's
home
probably why I got about 4 or 5 points more than you.
I think I predicted you home against Burnley, and I think you might have drawn or something. I don't know.
No, we beat Burnley.
Comfortably.
We beat Burnley. What difference does it make? No, it wasn't comfortable. No, but we won.
Time of the week.
It's got to be your boy.
He's
doing all this. And then half an hour later, he's actually crying himself. And I'm not making that up. He was crying. He's a chump.
What if he did that? I'm going to go with Gattuso. I don't know why that guy managing an international team. I don't believe.
We said it at the time when he was appointed. We said it on the show. It was like, that's not a good appointment.
He's not good enough. He's not good enough. Champ of the week.
Champ of the week. Champ of the week is Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel. He's qualified for the World Cup very, very comfortably indeed.
Very boringly. Very boring, Banjo.
No dramas. Huh?
Very boring football. Boring style.
It's happened though. They've done it. No dramas.
And at some stage, we're going to have to, I'm sure over the coming months, we'll be addressing who's going to be on that plane, who's going, who's going to be.
Yeah.
Who's going to be left out.
I don't
My
think it's a
champ
clear
of the week,
indication. Yeah.
my champ of the week, Troy Parrott, hat trick hero.
Oh yeah, of course, yes.
The
Yeah,
Troy
yeah,
Parrott hat trick
yeah.
hero. Why Spurs that goal off? I don't know. Scoring goals
He's playing for Vitesse Arnhem now, is it? Am I correct? In
in Holland,
Holland?
yeah, I believe so. But I'm sure Tottenham could do with him. No,
Well, they look like they're lacking up top. I think they could do with something up there. That's for sure. Um, but yeah, no. Listen, the kid done brilliant. He got his hat trick. He got a late goal. He's a hero in Ireland at the moment. Good for him. And took his team to the playoffs.
right. That
Yeah.
brings us to the end of our show.
Okay. I'm sure we'll have more to talk about next
If
week.
there's any Arsenal or Spurs fans listening, reach out. I want you on our show next week. I want you on here. I want to hear if that is a rivalry. I don't care about 55 years ago and what have you not. I'm talking about
Why
right
not?
now. Is that still a true rivalry? Like, apart from you're both in the same city, both, both London, both North London, although, there's all these other Woolwich and all the rumours over the years and, all the banter they have between them. But what I want to know is that still a big rivalry? Does it mean more to Spurs than Arsenal?
No, it means as much to Arsenal.
But I just want to know. And I want to hear it. I want to hear sort of the reflection on the game as well.
Yeah.
Um, and there's a chance we're going to have Dr. Roo back. Sorry, guys, but we're going to have to let him back
He's
in.
apologising for Dr. Roo.
Well, we're going to have to let him back in, aren't we? Can't,
With open arms.
well, they have open arms. We're going to have to listen to some of his nonsense, and I'm sure he'll have been out hugging trees or whatever that guy does for keep himself like. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys, and we will catch on our next edition.
Have a great week, everyone. Have a great week, Super.
You too, Banjo.
Cheers, mate.